Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to Monday Night Smoke.
Smoke, bruv. Travis, what the hell, fam?
What?
Bro, come on, bro. Not me running home, being here, sitting in the studio. You're not here. What's going on, bruv?
I was here. What you talking about?
Nah,
you're the reason.
right,
you're
bro.
the reason we're late. You're the reason we're late.
Nah, bro. I got home easy. I got home 15 minutes past, bruv. Logged in. I was here. Didn't see you, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Welcome the people, bruv. You're just shouting as well, fam.
All right, let me do the greeting, bro. Let me get the greeting off. Let me load up.
Hold up the clip, fam.
Shouts up, man like White, Tony, Uncle Jordan, man like Holy J, Jam Down 187, Base the Kid, man like MB, Mulla, Stay Blessed, Be Real, MC Tasty, David Lee, North Bank Bread, Mr. A, Joseph Frickbong, October Red, Phil Larkin, Stay Patton, Cornell, Double X1, man like Puneet, man like Disgruntled Buddha Leader, Bald Guy, Anjard Francis, SWJ, you man are done for Disgruntled Buddha, man like J Lanks, man like Navinder Singh, Starfox WR/45E, Thomas J. Ridley, King Yaya 88, Dan the Man, Toby Akinola, Osborne, Declan,
Come on,
Marcus Nevers, man like Gasbrand, man like Naz, Flyblow 98, Joe the Pharmaceutical, MC Tasty, and Phil Larkin, and Mulla Life of Deji. I am God as 0121, Dr. Wolfstick, and we're here.
Is that the thing, yeah? Hey, bro, how was your show, fam? How was Son of David, fam?
Bro, it was cold, bro. The whole last week was crazy. Shouts out to all the great defeats that came through, man.
Hey,
bro, on the last night, get that off, man.
No! What again, bruv? What are you taking it off for, bruv?
Here, man.
Nah, this guy. Why'd you try to delete that open link, guys? You can't delete it.
You're a clown, fam.
You can't. I heard you celebrating when he saw him in the house. I heard you came out to his theme tune, fam.
I came out to Ain't No Stopping Us Now, bruv. You're such an idiot. Hey, you're a clown. Hey, listen, no, I'm not even letting you get that off, bro. The show was sick, bro. Man was in the West End for 5 nights. Man got the whole industry was coming through like it was a big moment. The last night, shouts out to man like Osborne, OTC, Mulla, Ash was there. Bro, these men were committed to getting me waved, bro. Like, bro, understand, yeah. Man was enjoying, yeah. Man had my brandy and coke, and then man said, "Bro, what are you drinking?" Bro, next minute, anytime I held my drink, I put it down, it was full up. I was thinking to myself, nah, this is like some mad instant Groundhog Day drink thing. Bro, nah. It was...
How many drinks did David Hay buy you?
Bro. Listen, I can't even lie. David Hay coming to my show. Nah, I can't lie. David Hay coming to my show. Gas me, fam. I'm not even downplaying it. I don't care. I was gassed, fam. Bro,
cool,
man said, wait, because he commented on my figure and he's like, yeah, I'll see you there. I'm coming through. I'm thinking, rah, hold on. Okay, cool. Halfway through the show, I goes, rah, is David here? Because it was dark. I couldn't see. Straight away, halfway through the show, I was like, I can figure out a way to write him into the show.
Wait. So on the show, yeah, I know you asked for David Hay, yeah. Did you halfway through the show, did you say, is my dad here as well? Or do you...
Nah, so my dad was there. I knew my dad was there. Get out of here, bro. You're trying so hard to force this Son of David thing. You're an idiot, bro. My dad's name is David. That is that. You know what it is, yeah? This is KI. You know what? No, I'm taking you up behind the curtain. I'm taking you up behind the curtain. We're going behind the curtain. We're going behind the
curtain. That's right. I don't know why.
KG is.
He thinks he can do that. Hey, I got
KG is.
Yeah.
KG, yeah. He's still upset. Yeah. KG is up. You're such a clown. Listen, yeah. KG is still hurt because of the athletic. The hands are big.
I don't know why he's talking.
He's been saying to me for months.
We won't do the show, bro. Let's just be serious. This is childish. This is childish.
All because Lennox said you said Lennox, your hands up big.
Nah,
You're dying for this moment, fam.
shut your mouth, bro. No, let's stop, Travis. We got to talk about boxing. This is really childish, and I can't
This
believe we're
brother
both
phoned me
in
up
here.
last week and he goes, yo,
Nah, bro, stop lying, bro. He said, KG, stop telling
that
people.
hands and Lennox thing.
Listen, he messaged me and he said,
goes, son of Hayes never.
he said, my dad doesn't like it. Stop it. And I said,
You're
bro,
an idiot.
that's cool, bro. I know he's not been a champion.
The guy's an idiot.
All right, can we be serious, please? Can we start talking about boxing?
I can't stand you, bro.
All right, can we go? Let's start talking about boxing.
You know, I'll tell you what the baddest thing is, yeah. As I took the picture with David,
what are you doing? Are you still?
no.
Oh, go on,
don't worry. I said,
Go
as I took the picture with David here to show you, I thought to myself, KG's gonna have a freaking field day with this.
Do you know what? Let me tell you the truth. I was minding my business, and the great defeater sent it to me direct. The great defeater. I won't say their name. They know who they are watching. They said, KG, it's for you, bro. I said,
fake, bro.
Thank you. I said, not the great defeaters in the chat. But anyway, listen, we have to get. That was very childish as a start.
You're an idiot, bro.
I want to say this. I realize why we're friends, and we could have done that for a long time. But just good watching. It wouldn't have been good watching. Listen, people. There's a lot happening. We got Canelo press conference settings. We got Canelo saying, you know what? Triple G's a fake. Triple G ain't real, fam. He's an arsehole. We had that. But then I want to get into, because let's have it right now. Yeah. The new era of boxing. Yeah. The new era, because there's a lot of guys coming through and a lot of people that just want to unify the thing. Yeah. I think people are getting too far. I got Rodriguez, Bam. Yeah.
Bam Rodriguez,
yeah. And I want to say, probably, you lot all know the punch I'm talking about. Yeah. But one of the punches of the night for me, yeah, I'm talking 7th round, just on the shoulder, using the shoulder, step back, bow, left.
Beautiful.
You know what? I'm telling you right now that Bam Rodriguez he's good, but people are getting too gassed and talking about him versus a new fam.
Yeah, they are getting gassed. They are getting gassed.
I don't know if people are too gassed, but Chocolatito, I want to.
That'll be a nice, yeah. That's a nice one. That's a nice next one. That's a nice next one. Yeah.
Because I went back and watched Estrada Chocolatito, and I said to myself, raw.
It's one of them ones, yeah. Can we foresee an era of these weight classes starting to get into the prime conversation? Because I feel like it's kind of criminal that there's a lot of men that don't know about Inoue, fam.
No, because now I think this could be, well, Inoue doesn't really need anything else, but this uprising of a Mexican, Rodriguez Mexican, right? Bam Rodriguez, I think so. I believe so. I'm just going to go off the thing. If you don't say no, wicked. But you want the Mexican star that you can really get back. You want that guy, right?
Slappy Gilmore speaking from my mind on this one. He said Inoue puts them all into orbit, boys.
Bro, we know. People are doing too much. Who wins that Chocolatito fight, though? Who gets that one done? Then you got to talk about Fulton versus let me say his name. Amidiev. My pronunciation's all mad, but you lot know who I'm talking about. Yeah?
The unification bout, bro.
Yeah, the unification thing. I don't know I think it's a long night for Fulton, you know.
I like Fulton, bro.
Thank you very much.
I like Fulton in that one. But I'm biased though, because I'm a Fulton fan. I like his style of boxing. I like his array. His array of attributes. Bro, I'm doing the best to not say package, fam. I like his array of attributes in that fight. No, but I like him as a fighter.
I think Fulton might get touched, you know. Let's be real, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, that come forward style and happily fighting on the outside. Listen, Fulton ain't got the power. This is what It gets crazy.
Yeah, but he's defensively aware. Like, he knows what he's doing in there, bro. He knows what he's doing in there. Like, he's not. The power is not. If you're thinking that, yeah, I'm stronger than him, I'm gonna beat him. Nah, bro, Fulton ain't the guy for that type of talk there.
Trav, I don't know. You know, Fulton, we like
Fulton
him.
is too smart, bro.
I hear that, Trav, but
you don't think you think Fulton is a simple fighter though?
Trav, when are you gonna start backing power? Because
bro,
I've noticed
you love power too, bro. There we go. AMG, there we go. KG loves a fighter with power. That's it, bro. I'm like, it's not as simple as that, fam.
Travis, when are you gonna start liking power, bro? Savannah, you won't acknowledge it, bro.
Bro, listen, I just know that power is not the be all and end all in this team. Bro, not when you're dealing with a slick operator like Fulton, bro. You think you're gonna go in there and just tag him, bang, and that's it, curtains. No, bro.
Bro,
even if you land, it might not be clean enough to hurt.
You've been here before, fam. Remember when our boy was fighting, he said, "Oh, look,
said Dion man react poor, bro. This is not that league."
I'm just saying, you don't like power for some strange reason. I don't know what's wrong.
Of course, I like power. Though. Come on now, let's
see it. You don't want to be
silly. Let's not be silly. Let's not be silly. But I like technical, complex boxing as well. But for me, I look at it like this.
He's not that technical. He's technical though.
I'm not saying he's limited. I'm just saying let's not forget what Fulton is at the same time.
I hear that, but some of
you don't know what you're doing in there. Your power don't mean nada.
When you talk about, because sometimes I feel like you reduce some of these guys with power to all being wilders, bro. I'm saying some of these guys have more attributes to bring to the
fight. I do hear that. I do hear that. No, like I said at the top of this conversation, yeah, I said that I am biased because I like Fulton. I'm a fan of Fulton. But I'm also saying, yeah, I hear man talking about power, but I'm like, let's not forget what Fulton is. Fulton's a very slick fighter. You're not just going to go in there and nail him, easy work, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So that's why I'm just like, I like that style of fighting. That's just what it is. Shakur Stevenson is another one. I like that style of fighting.
I'm just saying the guy is knocking them off still.
I mean, obviously, look. But also, there's levels in it. Like when these men decided they want to step to a newie, you're not gonna hear me say these things, fam. No. It's different, bro.
Again, if people are here to bring up the Nui and
you bring a Nui into the conversation. I've got nothing to say.
It's too soon. But then there's another one. We had a no mass. We had a female no mass.
Oh man, that was insane. McCaskill.
McCaskill, bro. McCaskill's a wow. That fighting style, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Them lot was scatty. They were scatty. It was scatty fighting.
I don't understand the stop. I don't understand the quit though.
She said it was a weird quit. No, she told
said, if she's just gonna keep holding, I'm done. I got a child at home. I'm like,
you keep busting me up.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. She's just like if she's gonna keep made it sound like it was a holding thing. But what's funny to me is that when McCaskill came over to her, like the conversation was like, hey,
I love him.
Yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah, bro, if I'm in my corner on some, he keeps elbowing me. Nah, man, I ain't going out there. He keeps elbowing me. And Donnie comes over, I'm like, hey, listen, good fight, man. You did a hell of a job out there. Great. Please.
No, because some of the shots that she was landing, McCaskill, fam, she was out here to call. I ain't gonna lie, the style and the approach, her boxing style is
nuts,
insane. Like
it's a stone throw away from Babbage. It's a stone throw away from Babbage where it's just like, listen, I'm on this. If that's not what you're on, get out of here.
And then
what weight was that again? Because I'm not too sure who they could be like.
Oh yeah, please check it. She what do you call it? I know what you call it. We'll know in the base. He's a specialist.
Word.
Base will let us know. We got a £15 donation from.
Hey, shouts out to Daddy, man. Thank you, bro.
Man. That windmill special.
147. Yeah, their windmills were different, bro. Hey, Smoozy, come, bro. Listen, we need to talk, bro.
Because it's the art of war. It's the art of war.
Deception, baby.
It's this. The art of war. I wasn't trying to win that one. Trying to lose.
It's all about the rematch. It's all about the rematch, baby. That's where the money is.
Down under.
Everyone knows that. Smallsy got on this show and really told us Kambosos is going to get it done.
Seen him since. You out of war, baby.
Out of war, baby. Deception.
I'm tired, so I'm gonna be chatting shit today. Wait. All right, cool. So we're gonna open the lines. Obviously, we had the AJ press conference. Everyone's reaction to that. Are you happy with AJ again? Selfie here and there. You know what I mean? There's so much to get into. We're talking new era. We're talking like boxing's in a nice place. We got big fights. We got Savannah. You lot have your say. Savannah Marshall, Clarissa. How's that one going? There's so much to get into. But we need to hear Smallsy. We need to hear from you straight away, bro.
The link is there. Smallsy, please. The link is there for you. No matter what order we get into the chat, you're first.
You out of war, baby.
Listen, that Usyk AJ situation is hilarious, bro. Like, you can't do the tough guy, the energy and the thing, and then end it with a selfie, man.
It's crazy. Only AJ, but I told you, AJ went into that student's house, and it was bare nice before he went in. Rod, I take off my shoes when I.
Yeah, the shoes off thing.
No, because
shouts out to Tyson Fury. Shouts out to Tyson Fury claiming that he tried to make the AJ fight 6 times.
He's a liar.
This man said 6 times. That made me laugh, bro.
I rate him, bro.
Bare of these years, he's been inactive, you know, when AJ was out. I'm like, what 6?
Hey, let's get into it. Yo, Mohammed.
Big up, guys. How's it going,
bro?
Set pace, bro. There's so much to get into. I don't know where you want to go. If you want to get into this Bam Bam talk first, is that a new A, or let's think before that? Can he get it done?
I think a big up to everyone in the chat as well. I think just on Bam Bam, obviously great performance on the weekend, especially at a young age. I mean, if you see the super flyweight division, it's normally dominated by sort of veterans in their sort of early 30s, and him being at such a young age and kind of winning in sort of
crazy.
He's 22 years old.
Nuts.
And to win in sort of like a dominant fashion, I mean, it was brutal knockout, to be honest, and looking really great. And I think for me personally, I think he should keep the feet on the ground in the sense that try and clear that division. It's there for the taking in terms of to be the lineal super flyweight champion, and the fights are there as well. I know today he signed a new deal with Eddie Hearn, the Gonzalez, Estrada fight. I mean, you know, for a second there, I was thinking, would he sign with Bob Baron? Because Bob Baron kind of lurks when the fighter becomes a champion in another division, and all of a sudden you hear he signs a 3-5 deal with Bob Baron. Although they don't know why. I mean, so it was great to see, and I think definitely Gonzalez and Estrada fights, maybe later this year and early next year. Because thing is, I feel like they might not cross paths within Rodriguez and Inoue, in the sense that I think Inoue is going to move up potentially.
Right.
And I think it's just there's on those divisions, smaller fights, they tend to have a lot of sort of opponents that we might not have heard of, but that have good records. Like I know Roman Gonzalez in the past. I mean, if you see his boxing record, there's not too many unifications. There's a lot of defensives there.
Yeah.
But I think Rodriguez is at a good age in 22. Like if he just keeps his feet on the ground, doesn't, you know, I don't like, if I'm him, I wouldn't advise him to just jump. As much as I'm a fan, it's just if I was advising him, I'll keep my feet on the ground, because he has had great wins and he's got opponents. Gonzalez is 35, you know, he's there for the taking. And I think he keeps his feet on the ground. I think definitely he can have a longer dominant career, because 20 years ago, there was this Ricardo Lopez. He was like a mini flyweight. He was like 52-0 or something, or 52-1 draw. So these guys can definitely pack their record up. And I think Rodriguez, I'm not saying he's going to do the same. Don't get me wrong, but he will. I think he can definitely have a great career.
Well, it's the proof will be in the pudding, isn't it? He's not taking joke fights, you know. He's going in there. So, and the next that he's going in there with people that are well respected, of legends in that weight class. So it's like you still, you know, and again they said that he wouldn't stand in front, which he did.
Yeah.
So, and again the footwork, he is dominant. I didn't think he'll be that powerful. I didn't think he'll again. This is a guy that's known for power. For him to take him out in that fashion was very impressive.
That's a massive statement.
I don't want to link him with, like, because obviously I know he trains with Robert Garcia. I don't want to link him straight with Mikey Garcia, but I remember Mikey Garcia in the lighter weight divisions. I think he was knocking out brutally, knocking out people.
I saw a lot of those comparisons.
Yeah, and I think and again, like I said before, being with the right promoter and the right, because with her, you know, the zone promote a lot of flyweight fights with Gonzalez. Like I remember a couple of years ago against Kyle Yefai, and so a lot of opponents are there. You know, a future fight with Sonny Edwards maybe for I mean, who knows about. I just want to touch on quickly the Tyson. I mean the AJ Usyk fight that's gonna come up soon, and I know I know a lot. I know a lot of people have been talking about AJ's mentality, and I think everyone's been banging on about it since last year. I mean, it's been a year nearly since AJ fought. I can't believe it myself. But I think for me, just something. Obviously, I want AJ to win. You know, I'm a big AJ fan. But for me, my only sort of worry with the mentality talk is the fact that one of the things I remember when Wilder fought Fury is people were saying, "Oh, Wilder will revert to type." So if we're saying AJ needs to change his mentality, he has a different coach to change his mentality. His revert to type is knocking out people.
But
sorry, go on.
So I was just gonna say, I think the difference with that is that I think they're trying to get old AJ rather than create a new AJ. If that makes sense. So you're trying to get him back to what he used to be like. Whereas with Wilder, they tried to do something completely different.
I 100% agree. But my angle I'm coming from is the fact that when he fought Usyk and he wasn't working, he didn't really revert to type. When I say, I'm not saying AJ's type is just brutally knocking up. There's more facets to his game than Wilder, 100%. But my only thoughts is the fact that I think he wasn't willing to adjust to going exert himself to try and knock him out because of his energy levels. Again, that's all in my opinion. I'm just thinking he didn't want to commit because I think he feels like he might get gassed out. Again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not trying to generalize this opinion. But it's just I feel like we always talk about AJ of gas levels in fights where when he takes some rounds off to, you know, to get a second win almost. And I'm just worried. I'm just sort of worried in the sense that I'm not saying it's you guys itself, but I heard on other streams about when people talk about AJ, oh, he just needs to get this roadman mentality and this sort of mentality. I'm just thinking this is high level boxing. You know, these guys are no mugs. Like Usyk's no mug. Like this roadman thing. When people said about Dillian Whyte doing that roadman thing against Fury, what happened to that? He got outclassed. So it's not as simple as
if a man is in camp. If a man's in camp and all they're saying to him is, "Bro, roadman thing, roadman."
Yeah,
thing.
like
that's insane.
That's like the other guy that called him before, and he said that he knows thingy from the roads or something like that. He said the roads is going to help him win. We're not saying that. We're talking about AJ's actual beast mentality, the dog in him, the guy that's going to say, "Listen, if that's mine, I'm the alpha, and I take that from you." Not do you want a piece? Nah, bro.
I agree with you guys, but to be fair, maybe it's the sort of thing which Wilder had against Fury, like go out on his shield. Maybe it might be one of those things where
that attitude where it's like you're gonna have to kill me today. That's
I think if a lot if we're referring to that, then 100% agree. It's just my sort of thing where like when people just make it as sounds that AJ needs to just buy his gum shield and take it to him.
No, the reason why I think people are saying that is only because in that fight with Usyk, it looked like he just let the fight go. Like, yeah, you're losing. Yeah, this game plan ain't working, but you're happy to just sail off to 12 rounds with it. Whereas at some point, like, you know, when say like let's go into like a Holyfield performance. Holyfield get to like round 6 and 7 and says, okay, cool. Well, let's scrap then. Make sure I've got nothing left. Let's really go to war. For me, that I just want to see that. If Usyk still wins after that, yeah, at that point you say, you know what, Usyk's got your number, bro. Go another route, go another way. That's the only thing you can do.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? But if you lose and it's one of the ones where it's like, oh, you just let it go. Like you could have just done this. You could have done. If you wake up Sunday morning with that feeling, you didn't do it right.
Yeah.
That's why Chisora's saying. That's why Chisora's saying if AJ has to get knocked out, it would be better for him. That makes sense because that means that at least you went for it. Do you know what I mean? If it came up short, you came up short, and this guy just does it.
Mo, what we need to do though, we're gonna keep it moving as well, bro. Again,
big up to you guys. Big up to everyone.
Bro. Always a strong start, bro. Let me I need to read this.
Bro, before we move on there, let me just play this real quick because
you got what I was gonna play. The thing. You just mentioned his name.
It's like this, yeah. You got Miss Universe there, yeah. And you got some Timbuktu chick somewhere, fat, smelly pussy. Which one would you go for? Would you rather wake up for and get hard on for? I'm getting my hard on for you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So you have to understand. Now I am gonna come vicious, mate.
Whoa.
Just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand where he was trying to take us with that one, bro. This analogy is insane. Let's watch it one more time. Let's see if we can find it. Let's just see. I don't know. Let's see.
It's like this, yeah. You got Miss Universe there, yeah. And you got some Timbuktu chick somewhere, fat, smelly pussy. Which one would you go for? Would you rather wake up for and get hard on for? I'm getting my hard on for you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
So there's Miss Universe, yeah.
Is Pulev Miss Universe?
I don't know who Pulev is, bro. So he goes, he goes. All right. So let's look at it like this, yeah. You got Miss Universe and Timbuktu, yeah. Which one are you gonna go for? Right. He pauses to allow Pulev to think about it, and then he goes, "I'm getting a hard one for you." And I'm like, I don't understand why we're here now.
Because I'm still confused on which one is Pulev. Is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The one with the smelly pumps. Is he saying?
Or is he Miss Universe?
Or is he on the universe?
Pulev sat there like, I don't know who I'm supposed to be.
Like he's already thinking, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like against smelly pumps.
Which one would you rather be with?
You know, I mean, he didn't know what to do, bro.
That is so confusing, bro.
Listen, he's wild. I'm so happy you played the clip that I was gonna play just now, which where the synergy is now. No, but I didn't like where he was going with that one. But again, that's Del Boy.
I don't even know. I don't know what that means he wants to do to Pulev.
You know what? And it was wasted on Pulev.
It was wasted. It was wasted.
I don't know if his English was like
oh wait. That's a funny comment. Listen, I don't know what the game plan was for that. Pulev's sitting there thinking, I don't know what that means for me, but
respect the month, fam. Respect the month. Just put some respect on the month, fam. Shout out Jensen, great defeaters. AJ's thrown combinations without fear since Ruiz won. Del on another universe, 100%. There's another thing though. Again, we had a lesson. We had a boxing masterclass on how to do promotions correctly because Ben Shalom, he got moved to by Uncle Frank, fam. Uncle Frank says, yeah, and I don't know if you agree with me on these things here, but Uncle Frank says how not to make a fight. Get everything you want in the contract and then not sign it. Sign with a broadcaster. With a broadcaster that the guy you want to fight doesn't box on. Make a face-saving public offer for a fight you know that can't happen. Welcome Ben Shalom, first rodeo. Now, again,
I can't even lie. That's one of those mad moments where it's like, right, Frank's got you backed up there. Still, you're gonna have to shoot something out. You're gonna throw something back, bro. I think you know what is, yeah. I like Ben. He's coming across as a nice guy, especially at the start. But it's one of them ones where it's like you can't afford to stay out of it. I know you would probably ideally like to stay out of the throwing of the names and all that kind of stuff. But bro, it's time to get smoky. You got man out here talking your name and making you seem soft, bro. Now you know you ain't on that. You know you're not. That's not your energy. but you got to come out with the absolute clip spraying. It's time for you to empty the clip.
Yeah.
Sit down, book a session with Kooks, sit down and just be like, listen, I hear what you men are saying, yeah? But here's why these men are dickheads. Reason number one. And bro, get to 30. Get to 30 reasons why these men are not, you understand? They're not levels, bro. You got to bark. You got to bark your name into the mix, fam.
Yeah, because I swear shalom means peace or something like that. I swear
shalom is a very powerful word there.
It means peace in it, but he's moving too peaceful.
I hear that, but it's one of them ones where it's like, bro, there's a reason why shalom comes on after Ben, yeah? So after the war that I bring, then there can be peace. That's how you got to be, you understand? That's how you got to be on it, bro. You never let man be out here riding on your name like that, fam. Never in this life. I don't care if it's your first day on this job. It's the only day as far as you're concerned. Sit down there and come right back at these men because we love the excitement.
Now, like, real talk. Big Shalom, you got to talk to my man and tell him, listen, enough's enough. Enough's enough because Frank can't be playing with your name like that. And then after, just recently, I got another... I've got an Instagram post from the one and only Joe Joyce. Here you go. It goes like this. So, Mr. Parker, I've always wanted to fight you, and you pretended you wanted to fight me. But in reality, you say and do everything to avoid me. Wow. You know you wouldn't deliver it like this, but hey, you know, my guy still. After it was all agreed, you pulled out the scheduled date, July the 2nd, and a BS excuse about your trainer. And then you begged to have the fight and push it to September to have more time to train. I agreed. Then you asked some more stuff. That was all agreed. After saying it's all good for weeks, then you sign elsewhere. Real talk, you're full of rubbish. You don't want the fight. Tell your new promoter I'm fighting on September the 24th. If you're not scared, sign the contract. Stop ducking me. Joe Joyce trying to get into the heavyweight scene. Heavy. What are you seeing, bro?
There's some... Well, I've heard some rumble on the street that Dillian Whyte and Joe Joyce might be in some talks there still.
Swear down.
Bro, I see it on Twitter. I think it was Sam Jones' Twitter account I saw it from. Bro,
who wins, man? How does that one go now?
What, is Dillian and Joe Joyce?
Is that the Dillian resurgence? Let us know. The lines are open. Let's speak to Tony, bruv. What, Tony?
What's going on, bro?
What's happening?
Oh, good, man.
Keith and Trav, hey, what's happening?
We got there's a lot happening again. We just brought the Joe Joyce Dillian into conversation. We got Savannah Marshall, Clarissa Shields. We got Bam Bam, where do you want to go? There's AJB selfie. Like, talk to me, bro.
Oh, AJ Usyk. Usyk.
What's your thoughts, bro?
I love AJ, man, but he ain't winning again. He ain't winning against Usyk.
Oh, you think he's losing?
Yeah, I don't want him to. But he ain't beating Usyk. Not after that stare down.
Oh, sugar.
No way.
Wait, do you still hold it? Do you think there's a lot of weight? I'll be honest with you. I don't hold weight in stare downs like how I used to, man. I've seen some amazing stare down performances, and then they go and get sparked out. So I'm like, bro, these things don't mean nothing, man.
Do you know what? It's weird, yeah. I always thought he was going to lose again after he says the Usyk defeat hurt, but the Andy Ruiz one didn't. And it's like, no, it should be the other way around. Like, the Andy Ruiz loss should have hurt. Like, Usyk's a whole legend, you know, undisputed cruiserweight. Like, how can that hurt?
He's lying. He's lying. You got to take some of this stuff, and it's hard because we have to take some bits as truth and some bits as false.
But if you say hurt though, how do you think he meant? Because if you say physically, you could argue for either way. But if you say hurt, I
think he means mentally.
I can imagine why the Usyk one would hurt more. What, back in your hometown and you get beat like that, like over 12 rounds, just consistent. Like nobody thinks that.
Would you rather lose to someone who's an undisputed champion, all right, albeit from a weight below, Or would you rather lose to someone who rolled in out the McDonald's drive-thru?
Look at it like this, yeah. Look at it like this, bro. Listen, he's 6'6", yeah. He's the big man. Them man are in the big man division. You mean to tell me a small guy came up to my weight class and did that to me, brother? That one is worse.
I would hate to get moved to in Madison Square Garden by if this is the first time I'm being there.
I think Usyk's about the same height as Ruiz, no? I think 6'4", something like that.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
But Tony, to give you more, because you said the stare down, yeah. That can't be enough to say this. There must.
Oh no, it's not enough.
Something that you're seeing in AJ or something that AJ doesn't have as to reason why you believe Usyk's gonna do it in the rematch. What is it?
It's so stupid, yeah. But a lot of people have been speaking about this online as well, and it's so stupid because I picked up on it and I was like, all right, it's like 1-0. It's the most minor of details, but the way that Joshua looked away first and then Usyk just carried on staring, like. Yeah,
but how long are they supposed to keep staring though?
I just think when Eddie Hearn tells you to look forward, just look forward, innit? Because you're longing it out. Yeah, you're gonna get into a long ass stare down like that stupid one with Fury and Wilder.
Like
just look forward.
That's the one. That's the one that broke the thing for me of it being like a giant chess match.
Wait, so my thing is, there's a lot of people in the chat right now because people listened to the last pod and I looked at the comments. And a lot of the comments were, you guys are just doing blind faith and hope for AJ. And there's no reasoning as to why your AJ guy can win this fight. They said there's no reasoning. You see,
there's so many reasons for why AJ can win. So many. I just don't see him doing it. I just don't think he's got it to beat Usyk. I think he's just different. He's different. As Eddie Hearn says, he's different gravy.
It's nuts. And again, I believe that Usyk is different. I believe that AJ is going to fight an even better Usyk on when the rematch happens in August.
They're both going to get in there and fight an opponent that they didn't fight in the first match.
Yeah,
simple as that.
Mate, the thing is, I can see Joshua winning. I can see it. I just don't believe it. I can see. I can see it happening. I want it to happen.
The stare down thing. Let's go back to that Wilder stare down though. Wilder looked like he really done a mental job on himself, and he's like, right, this time round's gonna be different. This guy, that man stood there for however many minutes with the stare down, came out and just did sweet FA.
No, but
yeah.
The difference is, let's put some respect on Wilder's mentality in that fight, man.
The second fight.
Wilder's mentality.
When the second fight,
I think it was the second fight. Yeah,
it was the second fight, and he got
because he came out with his headphones the first time, didn't he? And then they'd redone it.
The third fight, Wilder's mentality was kill me. That's the only way this fight ends. Kill me. I don't think we ever got to a point where we said with AJ, and we don't want that to happen anyway. But AJ's on that. Listen, this is the only way it's getting done. Like there's that feeling in AJ where it's like, we'll fight again.
Do you know the biggest mistake? The biggest mistake for AJ, was changing his team. That's the biggest mistake. Getting all these new people in. He lost as soon as he took that loss to Andy Ruiz. He changed up the thing, and it was just.
No, I think it should have happened earlier. The McCracken move.
Do you reckon?
I mean, I don't know for sure that we'll know if Garcia is the right guy because we'll see if it plays off.
Garcia is a good move.
I think McCracken. I think it's one of those things. It's like you look at, say, a Lennox journey. Lennox changed trainers twice in his career. Like these things are essential at certain things because whilst you outgrow, a guy might take you as far as he could take you, but sometimes you outgrow each other. Do you know what I mean? You're not getting me up for this fight like how you used to. And it's just because we've been too close. I think it's different though.
I think it's different with Anthony Joshua. I think it's too mate, I'm not in the camp. I don't know what goes on. All you hear is like the bollocks, But I think he wants to be in charge too much. With these other boxers, it's like he should have. If he had gone over to America to train with Garcia, mate, I'd be thinking, I think he can win this. But he's brought him over. He's still got that other geezer next to him. It just don't.
I mean, ain't going to be a louder voice. I'm not worried about him.
The fact that Robert Garcia sat next to AJ at the presser, I said, he's number one.
Yeah. True. Yeah. But that, what's his name? Angel, isn't it? Yeah.
Angel Fernandez.
I just don't have faith
I
in
can't
that
lie. The interview that they did today, I think it was, where they're sitting side by side. It's like, we're not gonna overstep each other. If I'm gonna say something and he's gonna say something, then I'm gonna say something, then he's gonna say something. That way, he'll say, I'm like, bro, relax.
Yeah.
They know when it's fight time, Garcia's gonna be like, get off me.
That's what I want to hear. That's what if that happens after round 1, I'm good.
Oh, we know exactly what's gonna happen. Again, well, let's not even hold up the line, man.
Garcia's gonna get up and be like, Anthony, listen.
Hey, before I shoot, yeah.
Talk to me.
I'd never ever thought I'd say this, yeah. But I'm proper looking forward to the Jake Paul fight. He's gonna smoke him.
Listen,
same hair.
I just want to see a Fury on the floor. I just want to see any Fury.
Wait, just don't believe Fury's gonna beat Jake.
No, mate, no chance. No chance.
No. I think
who's Fury's fault? Who is he fault? Yeah. Look at his last fight. He's crap.
Fury's like 3-0 at the moment, and
he's crap.
You lot, come on! Don't you think that the reign of the Pauls
Do you not think that Jake Paul has a chance in this fight, bro?
Yes, 100%.
Wait, to beat
KG,
the guy that's been trying to box his whole life. Wait, what?
Yeah, but what's he done? He boxed him. He's boxed his way into Love Island. That's about it.
Nah, I'm
got money made, bro. That's his title.
It's opinion, guys. Because I'm not gonna lie, you secretly, yeah, I've been excited. Like when they said the right announced it 1 million, I said, I'm watching it. Yeah. And it was shameless. I didn't put in a docket today, but I'm glad Whyte Tony's brought it to our attention, fam. He's sacrificial lamb in this one, but I'm not gonna lie, Jake Paul's gonna lose, bro.
No,
I think Jake Paul has a chance, man. We don't know how good Tommy Fury is. He's a Fury by name and name alone right now, fam.
Yeah. I think he's got a different mum to Tyson as well. That sounds like chatting shit, but it's true.
Give me a favor, please.
Wait, is that really the case?
Get right here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Do they have different?
Whyte Tony is out of hand. No, wait, they're both trash, right? No, listen, I think Tommy can win. Whyte Tony just as a habitual line stepper, in it. Wait, there's one guy that's waiting. The art of war.
Hey boys, how are you?
What's happening, mate?
Good. Hey, no, I just got to address one thing. I have not been avoiding the show.
Yeah, half brothers, sorry.
Seriously, the 4 o'clock mornings. Just sometimes life is happening and I can't get on the live.
I'm telling you right now, you're
that sounds convenient. That sounds convenient. Very convenient.
No, look. Sometimes, guys, I'm sometimes up like marking essays 1 a.m. and I can't get up for the 4 a.m. But I'm here now. So the art of war. Let me tell you what happened,
baby.
It was a disappointing night. It was the most disappointing in terms of game plan. The most disappointing thing I've seen unfold. We had the art of war, but we were reading the wrong chapter. And anyway, so
I'm not lie. I don't think you had the book, fam, because it was nuts. Talk to me. You was in the state. You was there, right? Did you have a ticket? Was you live?
Yeah, I was there. Okay, so one of the issues with the fight, it was so disappointing. Partly because I hadn't thought of this earlier, but in Australia, all the stadiums are set up for AFL or cricket, right? So they're ginormous and they're all oval shaped. So first of all, you're miles away from the ring unless you got one of the ringside seats. And then the fight itself was disappointing just because Haney, to be honest, I expected Haney to engage a little more than what he did. But he did the smart game plan, which is, box on the back foot, jab his way to a victory. And for some reason, Georgie just didn't anticipate that. I think because in the 2 previous fights, Linares and Jojo, Haney actually did engage, and he lost when there was like a close encounter in the engagements, and that's where I think Kambosos. That's what I thought Kambosos would do better. And there was like a couple of brief moments during the fight where they had that close counter engagement, and Georgie did do better. He landed a few hooks and things, and then Haney was just straight back out to the outside.
You said, I'm gonna get to this. You said you're looking forward to the rematch. Why?
Tell us about that.
Tell us how the rematch goes, because I don't know what you're looking forward to.
Oh, okay. The rematch. I was talking about the AJ Usyk rematch, right?
Okay.
But but I think I did say I was looking forward to the Kambosos rematch. But look, here's the thing: the rematch. Georgie boxed the worst possible fight he could in that first fight. Like, that went as badly as possible as it can for Kambosos. He anticipated like some engagement and it didn't happen. So why do I think he can do better? Because I think he there are things that Kambosos does better than Haney. Haney is a better overall fighter, but there are things that George does better.
Like what?
I think that they need to work on getting.
Wait, what does he do better? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
When they're on the inside, he does better. He throws faster combinations and he throws shorter combinations. And Haney gets clipped on this. He got clipped by Jojo and he got clipped by Linares when they were like sort of in close encounter. So I think he can do a lot better. It's always going to be a tough one to win because Haney has that really slick outside boxing game. It's a hard one to win. But I'll be honest, I would actually rather see Kambosos versus Ryan Garcia. That's a better fight in terms of a matchup. Like in terms of I
think Garcia might just knock him out, to be honest.
He might get knocked out himself. Like, it's a better engaging kind of fight. Like, if you look at Garcia hasn't really fought. To be honest, Garcia hasn't really fought someone like Kambosos, who's like a pressure fighter.
I do hear that, but I think it suits a Garcia. It suits a Garcia left hook. It suits a Garcia left hook.
How do you go from being the emperor to going to fight someone without the belts, bro? I don't know what's going on right now. You're already planning the next fight. We're talking about, is he going to win the rematch, the dirty rematch clause that he's got, where he's not getting the P's? Now all of a sudden you're talking about other fights. What's going on? Do you not believe in your guy?
No, boys, I'm behind Georgie all the way. It's just, you turn up to a biology test and your mate is talking about things that are not on the test at all. It's a little concerning. He's not going to do his best, And then snooze fest, yeah, it was a little bit of a snooze fest, but more Haney's style than I think George. Like, George wasn't able to close the distance. That's the thing they need to work on. If they can do that, he's got all the other skills to make it a competitive fight, but they just need to close that distance down.
I think he might learn the fundamentals of closing the distance, but closing the distance on Devin Haney is now the different task. So I don't think he's getting that right in one camp, to be honest with you. I think it's the same result again.
Wait, hold on. Now this lad shows up. Big man, you need to hold this L like a man, bruv. Lennox has been looking for you for a long time.
I have no issue taking that loss. I had to actually watch the fight back at home because the crowd was obviously so on Kambosos' side. It was I thought it was closer than it was. Yeah. When I watched it back, obviously, Haney won it on the jab. Haney won the fight. Haney's a better overall fighter.
I took the L as well because I thought, oh sugar, this guy's pulled up. What's wrong, Lennox? You all right?
I'm American today. You dig? You dig? Because this Australian motherfucker was talking a lot of shit a few weeks ago, babe. You been hiding. You thought I wasn't coming to see you? Huh? You ain't see me in the chat, so you crawled out your hole, B. Talk that tough shit now about the Emperor, B. Where you at? Because you were speaking with your chest about pound for pound list and all that bullshit, B. Right now, you want to stutter. I talk about somebody take eliminators for a belt, but they ain't fight for a belt, cuz. Come on, stay with your chest, B. I'm in. We here for Haney today, baby. Well, what's poppin', B? Because you ain't been on the chat for bare long, son. I've been looking for you. We've been out here looking for you, B. You know what I mean?
Lennox, where are you from?
Shit. Go ahead, talk your shit, B. Let me hear you talk that shit.
I'll talk my shit. Lennox, where are you from? I have no idea where in the world you're from. Anyway.
Back your shit, dog. Back your shit.
You know what? I reckon Lennox is probably Australian. I reckon Lennox lives in Brisbane. He's probably a white man from Australia.
Hold on, B. Don't disrespect me like that, man. Don't disrespect me. This is bare blackness here.
Good man.
Don't disrespect me like that, B. But talk your shit. Talk your shit.
No,
I want to hear that shit you were talking because your boy got smacked up.
No, wait.
You motherfuckers went into a stadium to watch your so-called king get mashed.
Wait,
fucking on.
Made you reveal yourself still. It was kind of crazy. I'm not saying you're down on the scorecards, but I didn't expect that from you, fam.
Come on, come on, KG. You boys talk like you don't know who I am.
The art of war. You brought you out.
Deception, baby.
The art of deception, baby.
Yeah, no, Linux. Hey, Linux. Look, Haney did well. He did good. It wasn't a master.
No. You listen. Small Z, on this thing here, you came and you said this man should be on pound for pound for beating Haney. Now you're stuttering. Where's that energy?
Linux, I'm trying to tell you, mate. Look, he didn't win the fight.
You're trying to tell me.
No. Linux, Haney. Well done, Haney. Well done. You boxed your way to a victory. Many people have done it before. You've done a good job.
Oh, Lennox says no. You know,
he gave me a mere card. You know. Well done.
No, but because you know what? Yeah. You've gone from a baritone with that pound for pound talk to a falsetto.
Ooh.
Huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Grab your nuts, B.
I've got about 3 octaves on this range. Yeah, I'm good. But Linux. He boxed his way to a victory. It wasn't a masterclass. Like I would say a masterclass is like Shakur beating Valdez. That looked like Valdez. It made a guy who was possibly close to pound for pound look like he couldn't even win a moment. No. Haney, it didn't look quite the same. It wasn't quite as impressive. It didn't look like moments.
Can you find the moments that Kambosos won for me?
Yeah, there were moments he won.
What?
What?
I had to get him out of there. I had to help him.
That was a very controversial round for Smoothie there.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's just answer. Let's ask the people right now because I can't. Again, I thought I had to call it off but I'm gonna listen to you guys. Yeah. Smoothie just said that Kambosos won some of the rounds. I don't know when though. What rounds he was talking about?
It wasn't so much that he won complete rounds because Haney boxed well. He jabbed well. But Haney never mashed up Kambosos like I'm hearing. Like it wasn't like some amazing masterclass and now Haney's going to go take over the world. He boxed well from the outside like many other long-range, longer reach boxers have done.
All right. Let me break this down to you. He beat your man with one hand. With one hand, cuz. One hand.
When you're jabbing, yeah, you only use one hand.
Hey, remember the post-fight conference, yeah? What did that guy say to Tio? He said, your face doesn't look like it. What happened? Huh? One of your Australian journalists said, your face doesn't look like it.
Oh, yeah.
I saw
that. Yeah, Linux. I saw that. His face, he had a few, like little red spots. Haney did as well. If you look back at the press conference, Haney had some spots on his face as well. They'd been in a boxing fight. Like, what do we expect? They're not going to come out looking like they've just been in a spark.
What do you call it? Again, my guy Lennox, accents changed. He switched to southpaw. Right now.
Southpaw with accent change, 100%.
Oh, hold on. I'm back. It's okay. Listen, B. No. He got me in a bit of my emotion. Yeah, it's back. I'm back on my.
Lennox, let me ask you something.
We're gonna have to go to the judges, hey guys.
Let's go to the judges.
Guys, in the chat.
Before we go, B, hold on. Before we go to the judges, I just want to point out that I came looking for this man multiple times, and he crapped out this hole.
Stop trying to affect the scorecard. Okay? Don't try to affect the scorecard.
You've had your chance to fight.
You've had your chance to fight now. Stand back. Can we please, in the crowd, in the free seats, please let us know who you think won that.
Wait, what? Nah, it's looking like Vegas,
I've seen a draw. I've seen a Smoothie.
Vegas,
a draw. Smoothie. Lennox lost. Southpaw. What? Smoothie. Lennox won. Okay.
Wait,
Lennox.
no.
It's looking
Lennox.
draw.
Wait, no, because I thought
Lennox 120-111. Draw. Wow, this is actually might have to. This might actually have to be a 115-115.
I got
115,
one
115.
question. Lennox, can you do a Mexican accent for us?
Jesus. No.
I've never lived in Mexico.
No, this we need a rematch of this one. This is a draw.
I don't know rematching a man that's ducked me for over a month.
The fight is ruled a draw.
Amanda's ducked me for over a month. KG, you know the thing.
I know you've been looking for him.
I know, but unfortunately, we can't give you the win on the basis. I'm sorry, man. It's been a draw today.
And what
definitely want to
this
see
is?
this one again.
You know what this is? This is like you trying to find rounds to Kambosos, saying this man even laid a glove.
Hey, Lennox, much love to you, mate. I'll see you in the next one.
No, I'm getting rid of the both of them. That was fire. That was incredible. What a moment.
Smallsy was definitely hitting after the bell a few times there.
No, that
Hell
was
of a performance.
Whoa, what
Lennox came out absolutely guns blazing.
If we let him go on
Chisora energy. He came in and said,
you judges are corrupt.
Yeah.
The judging was corrupt.
They saw what they wanted. I
thought Lennox. He said that Kambosos 1 round again. He didn't. He's lying. I think they liked him. The judges liked the. We know who the A side was.
Yeah.
It's it's like when the Mexicans come over and they get robbed at a Matchroom show, fam. It's cultural sayings, fam.
That's hilarious.
I can't be allowed that to happen, bro. That is corruption.
Big Maestro.
Yo, what's going on?
Whoa,
bro. Help us make sense of the madness.
Well, I mean, anytime I'm debating somebody and they don't turn their camera on, it's a straight diss. So, anytime somebody's in a debate with somebody and they're arguing that the 5-1 favorite won the fight, that's a... So, I mean, to me, it's like, what are we talking about here? Actually, Smallsy held his own. I mean, he started from a losing argument, and he made it interesting. Haney was the heavy favorite going into that fight, was he not? So, I mean, what are we debating? That the guy that was heavily favored to win actually won the fight? Okay, I mean, why are we debating that? That's, like I said, come on now. See, I came here... I had to rip the Infinity Stones off of Thanos. I put them on a little ring over. I thought I was gonna have to defend the shit, but we're not even doing the optional defense. The championship ring is going into the drawer over here. That's
we're living in this world, bro. We're in your
Maestro's world, boy.
I gotta zoom in.
We're just characters in your world, bro.
So I came actually to tell you guys I was at the conference, New York City, Taos, Chelsea. I just actually got back from seeing Triple G and Canelo. And these guys actually look pretty angry with each other. It's kind of interesting to me. I don't really think it's the fight that fans want to see necessarily. But it's the fight that we're going to get, unfortunately. And
I just say unfortunately. I'm surprised that you feel this way, considering Canelo is serious about this fight. Triple G is pretending that he's not involved, but there is a lot of needle in this fight. These men don't like each other at all.
No, they don't like each other. But to the typical fan, this is going to be regarded as a Bivol swerve. Let's keep it real, because you had a rematch clause with Bivol, and you're not taking it. You just fought at 175 pounds, and now you're fighting a guy who's 40 years old and is moving up from 160. So, I mean, there's that. I know they have history, but he hasn't fought at middleweight in a while.
You know what I mean? Man.
So
the excitement for this fight has expired.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's out there selling it, and Eddie's saying that it's a bigger fight than Crawford Spence. I mean,
he's lying.
As an event,
you know, in terms of revenue generating money, it probably is. I'm not gonna lie, but in terms of meaningful fight for boxing fans, like the kind that turn up to Monday Night Smoke. Okay, this ain't really the fight we want to see. And on top of it, last thing, KG, before you go, this is another $75 pay-per-view fight.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy you have to go through that, but the pushback for me is Triple G won the first fight. I know the boxing annuals and the record doesn't say that, but we all know what happened in that first one. That was Triple G's win. Second fight, definitely it goes to Canelo. Canelo took something from Triple G. Maybe the fear was gone, and he said, I'm coming forward. Canelo, you can tell that Canelo knows that as well. That's why he feels this way. That's why he feels he has to right the wrongs, but he has to settle it. He knows that first one was a robbery. So that's why he's got his energy. This is the trilogy. This makes sense. We should be excited about it. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna. As boxing fans, we are gonna get excited like right when the bell rings. We're gonna want to watch, obviously. But for the argument, oh well, Canelo really didn't beat him the second time, or it wasn't a draw in the first fight. Well, a lot of people thought Derevyanchenko beat Triple G in that fight. You got people that think that Daniel Jacobs beat Triple G. You got Triple G. You got Triple G who literally binned his IBF title, right, so that he wouldn't take on Derevyanchenko the first time and fought a Vanis Martirosyan moving up from 154 and blasted him out and literally gave up his title, right? And then on top of it, and by the way, I met Triple G today for the first time. Really nice guy, but the people that want to act like he's got more middleweight title defenses than Monzon, than Hagler, and that Hopkins. I mean, I know it's Monday Night Smoke, but I guess I need some of what they smoking, because last time I checked, you don't count Reggie title belt and interim title belt defenses as legitimate defenses of the middleweight championship of the world. So, you know.
Essentially, this fight is just literally like a modern day Marquez Pacquiao. Like, it was never like a case of, you know, tit for tat. It's just a case of these guys don't like each other and they want to fight. If Triple G wins, you know he's going to retire off into the sunset a happy man, but ain't no one really trying to see this fight. No one expects this fight to go Triple G's way.
No, and again, it's another pay-per-view. We started off 2022 with Charles Martin. I know you guys love yourselves some Prince Charles Martin because AJ took the title for Martin. All right, but over on this side, he's not really well rated as a heavyweight, okay?
He's not rated on this side either. Make no mistake about it.
Well, I know the AJ fans love to mention Prince Charles Martin. You know,
should have mentioned him. It's crazy.
You know, but
it's a horrible mention.
But yo, you know what's more horrible than that? The fact that I bought that on pay-per-view, him against Luis Ortiz. Okay, so that was a pay-per-view fight. All these
take responsibility for these horrible decisions that you make,
all these Tank Davis fights been on pay-per-view. And you know what's happening on pay-per-view coming up? We got the press conference for it in New York City on Wednesday. I'll go there. I'll try to.
I know it.
Some undefeaters down there, some defeaters, right? Because we've got Jake Paul taking on the UK's favorite son.
Hold on now. Did Tommy Fury, was he able to get on the plane?
Tommy Fury.
There's rumors that he wasn't able to get on the plane today.
Really?
Wait, let me ask the question now.
Yeah, that's another pay-per-view, by the way.
Listening around, and people been playing around like saying that Jake Paul just takes, and I didn't want to go here, but we're here, and this is boxing. We can't leave it. Yeah, it's a big money fight. Is this the time that the Paul dynasty ends in terms of what they've been doing? They've been kind of untouchable. Is Tommy Fury the guy is boxing just gonna win in the end?
Tommy Fury against Jake Paul, unfortunately, is on pay-per-view. Okay. But let me tell you this, and I know that Big John got mad at Carl Frampton, but I'm gonna agree with Carl Frampton. Jake Paul whoops Tommy Fury. He's gonna beat Tommy Fury, and I'll tell you why. I've actually been watching Tommy Fury. You know why? Because I'm a fan of Big Frank. Okay, got to give the Big Frank shoulder roll real day. You know, I gotta figure out a way to get these BT fights. Even the last Avenetian fight, you know, your boy Maestro was watching it, figuring out a way. right? Because Big Frank doing big things, not things, things like Maestro, okay? And I've been watching this guy's career, and you know what? He's been struggling with like guys that you can't even call journeymen. He's been struggling. He fought a guy out here in the UK named Anthony Taylor that was 0-1 at the time, all right? Was way shorter, way smaller than him, right? And was like a 50-50 fighter in MMA before going into the boxing.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Bro, he went 4 rounds. The 4 rounds with Tommy Fury. Let me look. I'm not trying to gas y'all up. Trav, because I'm like, yo, the undefeated. You say you got this undefeated record. Well, let me find Trav's record real quick.
Let him know, bro.
So
Let him know.
I looked it up, and you know what? Based on what I saw, the brother Trav probably puts in the full 4 rounds against Tommy Fury. You're going the distance with Tommy. You are. So, I mean, look, this dude was losing record in boxing, 0-1 fighter, okay? Tommy Fury took him on in like, what, his 8th fight, I believe, off the top of my head. This guy was a 50-50 fighter in MMA, and he took Tommy Fury the distance. Like, you know.
You know what? That's actually really mad. It's so
and
true.
he was smaller. And so, yeah, the dude is probably going to lose. You're going to hear stuff like, oh, well, my brother couldn't show up and my dad couldn't attend the fight with me. And, you know, but Tommy Fury's probably going to lose to Jake Paul. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
But I'm surprised.
I'm definitely going to be up for that fight still.
We're going to watch it. We have to watch it. There's no way we can't. You know, we have to put some respect on Big Frank's name as well, because again, we're here. You had your first argument when you first arrived was your first defense actually against EJ, and we're talking Joe Joyce Dillian.
Yeah, and, that was my first Infinity Stone.
And
that Joe Joyce and Dillian fight might be even on the card soon.
It could be happening because apparently, again, they're saying Joe Joyce is insinuating that Parker's avoiding all the smoke. He doesn't want it. He's ran away, even signed with a new network to avoid the smoke. And they're going to have to make the next fight. Joe Joyce has to stay busy.
It's not the first time either, because if you guys remember, Hrgovic was supposed to take on Parker, and that fight didn't happen. Remember, Hrgovic was struggling to find a guy to take on for the eliminator with the IBF. He's like going down the entire list. Nobody wants to fight him except for Meilon Feng, or I think that Zilai Zhang. Yeah. Zilai Zhang fought him, agreed to fight him, but nobody else wanted to fight him. You know, nobody else. But back to your brother Ben Shalom. You know, all my Jewish brothers and sisters out there. He needs to get himself a Flavor Flav type dude. He needs to get himself, I was saying in the chat, like a church from Devin Haney's camp, you know? Just let him handle all of that stuff. Because you can already tell just off his demeanor, he's not that kind of a promoter. He's not going to be going jab for jab, wit for wit with like an Eddie Hearn, let alone a Frank, a big Frank Warren. So
he needs to step up to that seat, bro.
We know that. Listen, not a lot of men in boxing are gonna go up there against this guy, bro, because Big Frank again.
Go up against him.
Big fam. The energy. You're a liar.
Fam.
I mean, he survived the shooting, guys. He's taking on all comers. Big Frank. Listen,
if you're gonna be in this game, you gotta go toe to toe with these men all the time. That's literally the rules. Someone said Ben Shalom needs a Sam Jones. Sam Jones would be amazing in that seat.
Yeah, he would. You know what? Why am I not tooting myself? You know, I'm here defending the title every week. Call up your boy Maestro.
Listen, don't make me promote. Don't make me sell a fight. Are you mad?
Hold on, I got Eddie Hearn calling me. Let me just tell Eddie, you know,
No, but he does need to. Ben Shalom needs to understand, because Sky needs to get in the mix. I do like that they're trying to be a powerhouse. Again, Sky had some good fights on the weekend. We haven't spoken about him at all. Azim. Again.
I like the Amir Khan. hand off kind of. Yes, nice.
Amir Khan co-sign is strong. Again, it's way too early. I think it's his 5th fight that he had. Is that correct? He's on fight number 5, I think.
But even still, early or not, it's all about promotion. Promotion.
Again,
Having that Amir Khan link up, I mean, it's a good handover.
But let me ask you something, because it's been a very long time since I was out living in the UK. We're talking about like 2000, over 10 years. The general feeling about Sky, is it like the feeling around HBO here in the United States, or like you could kind of sense that their impact on the sport was waning, if not about to die? Like it seemed like that to me from here. And all of a sudden they signed the Boxer deal and they started putting on fights on Boxer. But I don't really understand the Joseph Parker move, to be honest. And then now that
I feel like
Joshua's gone, like what's the situation?
So I feel like, just from the outside looking in, I'd say that a lot of money has been freed up now that the AJ deal is not there. So a Parker isn't really because he's going to be the main face. A Parker is just like, okay, we just need to start bulking up now. So we're taking whoever is like close to top 10, and then we can just start moving some pieces around and seeing what we can do. Because they need to have a presence, even if it's not the elite just yet. If you start collecting all the pieces, eventually you can start adding them up.
It's hard for them though, because Josh is such a big loss. It's losing
huge loss.
Joshua and not getting, you're not sure what to bank on. Like you got Chris Eubank Jr. and then the Midnight Express. That's the one probably bank on. That's the next thing that they have, but it's in a division that we don't really care about.
There's chess pieces moving all around this board though. A Coley, that you did an interview in America. That man said to him, he goes, "Oh, you still with Eddie Hearn?" Yeah, he goes, "Wait, is this live?"
For now.
Yeah, he goes, "Yeah, for now. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that was on the boxing voice. I do some work with him every now.
So for me, I think Sky are involved in that conversation there.
No, I think Okoli's clever and he's using, again, he knows that AJ got the bag. Him and AJ are
it's public though. But if you wouldn't make that public, Okoli's sitting there saying, for now, and then going, yeah, for the sake of this conversation, yeah, I am. That lets you know that there's a bit more feeling in that. That sounds like turmoil.
I think it's negotiation. I think he just wants
you don't go public with them people, bro. Eddie Hearn's gonna be annoyed by them kind of things there.
Because I want it. Like
Kilbrook was out there shopping around his fight with Crawford. Eddie Hearn said, "All right, crack on then. Crack on."
Well, there you go. Guys, being the Marxist that I am, I got to share my time with my fellow comrades, my working class brethren across the world. And I know there's a few of them lined up, ready to speak to you guys. So I'm going to end it like I always do.
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Who next?
I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy, man.
Yo.
But let's just say that the things were moving and the stars were aligning for a Coley and Dillian Whyte clash on Sky Sports.
Go on, say that again.
I said, let's imagine the stars were aligning for a Lawrence Okoli and Dillian Whyte clash on Sky Sports. Okoli gets to go up to heavyweight, and he obviously believes he can beat Dillian. If he beat Dillian, that's a very good statement to arrive into the heavyweight division. I don't think Dillian Whyte should take that fight. However, if he does and Okoli wins, that absolutely brings up your gatekeeper conversation a very bit differently still.
You think Okoli can fight Dillian?
I'm saying, let's say the stars align and this took place.
No, but how and when? Because we're talking Okoli's
over on Sky Sports.
Okoli's going to unify the thing. He wants to unify his division.
So if Okoli gets to unify in his next fight, he can say mission completed the cruiserweight thing.
And then what?
Go over to Sky Sports, fight Dillian Whyte.
Straight away, as in
heavyweight campaign.
Do you think he can win that?
Bro, as soon as I mentioned it, people in the thing are saying Okoli smashes Dillian.
Jeez.
Some people are saying Okoli's like, bro, there's opinions. It's floating around.
Now let's hear what HM has to say on that one. HM. What's going on?
Yeah. What's good, bro?
No, man. Shout out to Lennox, man, aka Booker T. Guy's got pure energy, blood. Five. Lord.
So again, I ain't gonna lie, Travis has just rattled me just now with that Okoli obviously unifying his division, stepping up from cruiserweight into heavyweight, and straight next Dillian. And I don't know if Travis is saying that he thinks Okoli's gonna win that.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not predicting the fight. I'm saying the stars could align and that fight take place.
Yeah. How do you see that one going?
I think Okoli could win easily. You'd be shocked, man. I rate Okoli very high. I watched him against. I think the first time I watched him was the fight before the Isaac Chamberlain fight, and then the Isaac Chamberlain fight. And even though he wrestled, you could see he's got a lot of determination, and he reminded me of a very raw Lennox Lewis. I'm not tell no lie. That's who he reminded me of. Not the skills.
Get out of here, man! Shit, I'm saying.
We need to have a real conversation about the screening process for the calls we take.
Yeah, 2 minutes in bin.
People can't just come onto this live and just say things, bro.
2 minutes in bin. Yeah, we're gonna get back to him. He's doing a mad thing in Manny right now, and I don't know.
Give him some time to think about that.
He's got to think about it. I think he's got to probably call Lyndon and say, "Right, Lyndon, I moved mad just now."
We've got 10 minutes left though still. So we'll go.
I can bring him back. But before I do that, you lot were giving me a lot of smoke, yeah? You guys were getting on to me when I said Dillian is could become the gatekeeper. But now all you lot got Okoli like beating him like his light. So I don't understand how you lot over there, but you was looking at me away when I was trying to explain what I think this is worse. What you know?
But my one is that Okoli beats him.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm talking about the crowd. Like I'm talking about the great defeaters at home. Everyone was like, "Rob, KG, you're moving mad, rare." What you lot are doing to me feels more mad. You're saying he's gonna step into a heavyweight. He's gonna step up as a heavyweight next fight after he unifies his division and beat Dillian. Like that's the fight straight away. I think you lot need to look at yourselves. I'm just saying it. Anyway, let's bring him back. Right. Yo,
welcome back, bro. I'm talking about stature, not skills, man. Forgive me. I'm talking about actual build and so forth. But now, when you see like how he's actually growing in his actual skills, he actually can box now. So he's getting there. But I personally think if he moved to heavyweight, he could become heavyweight champion. I think I think he'll probably end up heavyweight champion first, but everyone, I think he's got one of the biggest chances to become heavyweight champion. Regarding the Dillian Whyte situation, Dillian Whyte, I've already said it from as soon as Fury knocked him out, he's done now. 3 uppercuts in a row. He's not coming back from that. Like it's out on him, and it's the same shot. And how old is Dillian Whyte now? Like 34, 35?
Dillian is still
he's
like I ain't got Dillian like how you look like. I'm shocked that you man have got a Cody stepping up and getting Dillian the hell out of here.
Did you see Dillian Whyte against Fury?
Yeah.
Did you see how poor the footwork was? The footwork was terrible. That's like that's the worst I've seen Dillian. Like the footwork was.
No, but awful. You know what though? I saw somebody in the thing says everyone's opinion of White has changed dramatically. Slappy Gilmore says that. No. Do you know what? It's not even that. Like I've said about Dillian's footwork and his body composition is the way I worded it. I was like, he always seems off balance. Like it's not a case of insulting Dillian. I'm like, there's just something about the way he moves that for me, I'm like, I can't see how he beats these other guys. So at no point would I ever predict a Dillian Whyte win over an AJ, over a Fury, over a Wilder. Like for me, I just don't see it. I just haven't ever been able to see it.
Respect on,
but I like him, so it becomes one of those things where I just say I want him to win.
We have to put respect on the level of opponent at times, though. Fury's elite for his era, his time. Fury's gonna make Dillian Fury's gonna embarrass Dillian. Are you with me? Now, I think Dillian made a mistake in terms of the switching trainer. We never have that conversation, but he was progressing after every single fight, and he wasn't gun shy. He'll get a guy straight out. If he sends blood, remember he called him another shot.
You know what? This is so true. Look at this here. Under Xavier Miller, 33% win rate. He's been knocked out twice.
Man's regressed. That's what I'm saying.
3 fights.
This is
It's
what
so
I'm
true,
saying.
bro.
No one's had that. I don't know why the email was sent to his old coach, and then
Tibbs.
We
Getting
saw
rid of Tibbs. Getting rid of Tibbs was the
there
worst
you
thing.
go. And then, but no one's talking about that. Like Miller's getting a bly, and we saw progression after he fought AJ, lost to AJ, and he started changing a lot of his attitude or his thoughts towards boxing. We saw a guy get better every single time until this link up.
I hear what you're saying, but he fought the right fights at the same time. Everyone he fought was shorter than him. Dillian Whyte struggled.
The right opponents, you mean?
Yeah.
Got you.
Everyone he fights was shorter than him.
Yeah, of
course. But he struggles against taller guys. That's his weakness.
Joseph Parker was a taller guy.
I don't know, guys. I honestly believe that I don't believe that Dillian's finished. Remember, I said that there's them man at the top, and Dillian is there, and for them to get past him is incredibly difficult. You need to be.
I'll give you another one, man. What might be a shocker as well?
Totally doing it straight away.
Give the boy two fights and beat Dillian Whyte.
Look what's happening, and these lot. All right, cool. I'm not going to argue with anyone anymore, but I'm shocked. No one apologies. I just want apologies in the chat because I can't believe this is the energy in the chat from all the great defeaters. It's incredible.
At the end of the day, man, like
now because if he won the fight for freedom. Now you're just gonna level him up and say that he's there.
Are you not grateful for the peace? Come on, man.
Oh man, sometimes it's just aesthetics, man, and like again, the footwork was poor. It was very, very poor, and I can't get over that. I watch boxing from the ground up, man. When I see poor footwork like that, for me, you shot. And then when Dillian Whyte knocked out Trevor Bryan with that shot, again, you already know he's going to work on the uppercut.
No, I've had enough.
I've had enough. Get out of here.
Not Trevor Bryan.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Is man taking the piss tonight? You lot, everyone's
Trevor
taking.
Bryan. Nah, he said Dubois. He's talking about Dubois.
I know, but don't use that Dubois win against Bryan as to say now I can go and fight Dillian in 2 fights. How? You lot, this is mental.
I hate you, man.
Anyway,
at the end of the day, bro, it's all about freedom and peace. You know what I mean? And Dubois did give that to us.
Let me speak to my brother because we got a show coming up tomorrow. Base Curry, he's changed his name. Raw Base Curry. What's
Travis knows. Travis knows.
Base is a shooter, bro. Base go pull up for 40 feet. He ain't even looking at the basket. He just chucking and just
turn away.
Yeah.
Turn away. Celebrate one.
Hell of a player. He pushes minutes. Defense is tremendous.
I mean, I owe it to the game. What can I say?
I'm gonna get into that. I want to get into a lot has been said tonight. Yeah, I actually need to, even that Chocolatito one versus Bam Bam. How are you seeing that one go if that does happen?
Right, before we get into that, let me I want to clean up one little thing for Smallsy. I want to give him a little piece of grace because he said something and you guys took it the wrong way. Right, so when he said that Kambosos won moments, which is correct. He did win moments, but then Haney robbed those moments back off him and said, "Win another one, I'll take that too." I just want to put that out there. He had a couple of successes, but then Haney was like, "Oh, that's what you're trying." All right, we're not doing that.
But I didn't like his point because saying that I won moments, like how many rounds did you win, bro? We never said, hey, how many great moments did he have in that fight? But we say, how many rounds did he give to him? I never heard a man argue a moment in a fight. Of course, you can have a moment in a fight.
Yeah, but you got to argue something when your man got brought
exactly. I was about to say.
Moment, fam. I said
he came out for the fight. You got to respect him for that.
You know what's mad though is that we didn't even argue for moments against AJ and Usyk. That's how you know the moments they getting. If that's the scraps at the bottom, bro, that's where it is.
I'm disgusted. I'm not even allowed on this platform, bro. No one come with that moments talk. How many rounds did he win, fam? That's how we're looking at this thing, fam. What rounds did he win? But anyway, go through.
All right. Okay, well, look, I said the other day, I said on Twitter, I said on my video the other day, like, Bam Rodriguez is the next big thing. That guy is a star in the making. He's no fear. He's on anywhere from 108 to 115 at the moment. Although I don't want him to go back down to 108. I'm like, you're in that body now. You're naturally growing. You just turned 22, so you're going to keep growing. There's no reason to shrink down and suck down to 108 again. But go to 112 because there's a certain little scrap from Ice Age down there that could do with a little bit of a punching up, innit? So I think that's a nice weight for him to be at. Take that belt. That nice little IBF title at 112. We could have that.
I will gladly watch it, fam.
Oh, I'll pay pay-per-view for that one. 100%.
I'll buy it for you, fam.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But right. Him against Chocolatito, I'm going to be totally honest. Right now, I mean, at this precise moment, I don't think that's the right move for him. And he has already said that's a last resort because they're both same promoters. They're like brothers. That basically means that he don't really think he's ready for that work just yet. Estrada, I think he could take Estrada because Estrada is a bit more of a mover, whereas Chocolatito just kind of stays on you. And that head movement, like although if you're not just gonna angle him into shots. Even Rongvasai didn't in the first and the second fight. It was literally punching with him on one occasion, which dealt the death blow basically.
And Chocolatito knows how to get Mexicans the hell out of here. He's ready for them. It's like he's got the playbook on.
There is that, and obviously, if it wasn't for the fact he got screwed in that first Rongvasai fight, he'd probably still be undefeated right now. Like he wasn't right in that second fight. He only took that to get back a victory he shouldn't have lost in the first place. But yeah, in terms of Bam, like pretty much, I'd back him against virtually everyone in those weight classes presently, besides Chocolatito. But that's just for now. Like, what was the next point you wanted to talk about?
The next one again is people of this. I think Dillian's been disrespected tonight. I think like the community. I don't know what's going on tonight, but they've got Okolie going up from cruiserweight straight into heavyweight. First fight, Dillian, and him walking away successful. Like, and it's like they're saying the punch resistance is gone. He's this, he's that. Are you inclined to believe these people? Are they talking the right things?
I mean, the punch resistance, there's a very credible argument to say that the punch resistance gone, because in his last, look, let's be real, in his last 5 fights, he's been hurt in every single one of them. Even in the second Povetkin fight, as much as like he got Povetkin the hell out of it, Povetkin still touched him with a couple shots that made him, I'm not going to say wince, but he tucked up from a few shots, and maybe it was a moment of, oh snap, that happened to me before, I can't have that happen again. But he as great as good for boxers I think is, and I think he's great entertainment, and everyone knows I'm one of Dillian's biggest fans, but he doesn't have easy fights. He can't make a fight easy. Like every fight's a battle, it's a war. And when you do that, plus we know about the sparrings that him and Babic and all them guys, and Riatpo when he was there, all these guys, they're all they're doing is this mad tough sparring. All of that's gonna take its toll. So all of that, I mean, to the punch resistance, yeah, I could say it is on the wane. He doesn't get hurt as much from the other punches, but we all know what the off switch is. And I've seen Okolie throw uppercuts before. So while I'm not sure if it could necessarily get it done in that first fight, the movement is going to be the issue. Unless Dillian can literally like high guard up and literally ambush him into the corner and not let him move anywhere, then he's going to be in problems if it comes to a boxing match. Because even though Okolie's not the greatest of boxers, he's got a longer range than Dillian. Even though Dillian's range is mad, his wingspan is mad long for someone his size. He is disproportionate in his reach, but Okolie will have that. Plus, he'll have the foot movement. He'll have the speed, the quickness, all of that. Dillian will have to be able to old man him, and if he does, he'll try and box with him for a little bit. He's going to try and box his way in. He's not going to just ambush him, and that's where he's going to probably come unstuck. But I don't think he'd get it done in his first fight. But yeah, he could beat him, and ultimately, at the end of the day, man's a world champion right now, isn't it? So he's at a level that Dillian's not been at, and we have to say that.
True.
This again, you're a connoisseur when it comes to the women's boxing. You know what's going on. You know like what to be looking out for, and what. Just
you know this part. This is your
little
take.
bit.
Yeah. I want to ask you. I'm not going to get into McCaskill thing. That fight was a bit scatty for me personally. I want to get into the Savannah Marshall versus Clarissa.
Clarissa Fields.
Yeah. Me and Travis have been arguing about this one. We can't. It's hard to call it because I would say that while Savannah's got power, she's quite technically sound. Travis is saying, look, Clarissa's just got way more when it comes to technique that she's gonna get it done. Now you've watched these two have loads of fights. How do you see this one going? And don't give away too much if you're gonna talk about it tomorrow, but give us just a little something just to, get excited.
Oh, you might have just put something on the docket me and Tony weren't thinking about it. Well, put it this way. Clarissa is skilled. When she's switched on, she's very skilled. She's good when she goes for sort of 1 and 2 shots here and there. She can find her way, angle in and out. She's got upper body movement. She's got a typical sort of USA American style. They're very aggressive, upper body. Good at angles, good at moving off center. But what she does, and I've said this numerous times, is she'll go in. She doesn't punch correctly. Like you see her punch, it's almost like she's slap boxing, and it's about volume, trying to overwhelm you to get you out of there. And that won't work against Savannah Marshall. Yes, Savannah might revert to her old days and maybe freeze up, but ultimately, if you look at Savannah, just her natural style, like the way as languid as she is, the way that she can box both inside and at range, that gives her 2 tools against Clarissa Shields, because Clarissa's the smaller girl, much smaller arms. Her arms are tiny, so she has to be on the inside to do anything. Savannah can box on the inside, even though her arms are longer. She's the bigger girl naturally. She's a naturally stronger one. She's got a good jab, and she punches correctly. And she's got technique, so she's not just a puncher. She's a boxer as well.
Yes.
So when you break it all down, like I've said for a while, I think Savannah beats her. And I think she knocks her out. Personally.
Wow.
I've looked at several of their fights, and again, let's not forget, even though it was earlier on in her professional career, Clarissa Shields did get knocked down by Hannah Gabriels, who's a much smaller fighter than Savannah Marshall and doesn't hit as hard. And yeah, she might have addressed that slightly, but she still boxes similar like an amateur. So Savannah is a full-fledged professional when it comes to boxing. And she does little small sneaky stuff in there, which I don't think Clarissa is like adept at working, because most other women fighters don't do it.
Well, listen, he gave it to you just there. You don't know what to do. The breakdown tomorrow. It's live. The pugilist. You got this guy knows the connoisseur and the pugilist, fam. You can't go wrong, fam. Tune in. You know what to do. Thank you so much, bro.
No, I respect it. One last point. I do want to touch on the AJ and Usyk thing.
Yes,
now, I don't know if you guys saw the thing that I put in the chat regarding, there was a thing from the Mirror. They did the body language expert on the 2 of them in their face off.
Oh, right. Yeah, I seen that.
Okay, so basically in the article, the person says that Usyk throughout the entire thing looks stoic, he's still, he's calm, he's zoned in on AJ, looks at AJ. AJ starts off exactly the same, zone still, calm, looking back at him. But after a while Usyk's still completely calm, you see AJ starts to sort of swing his arms slightly, and then he's like, oh, okay, well, now let's look away. And they said, basically what they said is, it's like a situation where he's instantly at that point become uncomfortable in a situation. And some people deal with uncomfortable like they want to throw hands, or they just want to get away. He's like, okay, I'm not comfortable further in this, so let's just move on and do something else. And so obviously when Usyk's turned, and he said when Usyk turns but he keeps his gaze on him, that also shows that I can still do what I'm doing, but understand I am here, and like my presence is absolute in this moment. So they basically say it looks as if AJ was, I'm not gonna say nervous, because they're boxers, they ain't nervous like that, but he was definitely, they said he was uncomfortable in that. So I just want you to read it and see what
I think is good about these moments, yeah, because even if he is uncomfortable, or even if they use the word scared, right? It's still a positive, because I don't want an AJ that's too relaxed about what's in front of him. I want someone that goes into the gym and knows exactly the task that he's got in front of him. This is a man that beat you. He's a man that can beat you, and he can absolutely do it again. So that's the energy that you need to take into the camp. So I don't mind these little moments. Do you know what I mean? It's all human stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, before I get on stage, bro, I'm nervous. I ain't gonna be funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens before every single show. But for me, I'm like, yo, I need AJ to be aware this brother is a threat, and he could take your whole career in one night on August 20th. So if you're uncomfortable, be uncomfortable and take that energy into the gym and talk about it with Garcia and figure out a way to make sure you win that fight.
I hear that. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, no, as always, man. Thanks for bringing me on. There was something else I wanted to say before, but it's gone out of my head. It clearly wasn't that important. We got to the main stuff.
Big up, bro. You lot know what to do, fam. The breakdown tomorrow. Yeah, bro. Listen.
We're done, man.
We're done. Listen, people. Amazing ep tonight. No podcast this week. My boy has been back to back. He just got married. He's had no break at all. The guy needs to go and do family time and live it up, fam. So yeah,
we'll be back next week, though. We'll be back next week, Monday Night Smoke.
Yeah, we're back. Hope you lot don't miss us too much. Thank you for rocking with us. We'll see you next week, Monday, man. Yeah, big up, Trav. Well done, bro. You worked real hard. Seriously, you just done the tour. A lot of respect to you, bro. You worked the most, and yeah, man.
Appreciate that, man.
All the ratings,
guys. See you next week. You're a lawyer.
No. You're a liar. See you later.